Here he is, Rickie Winslow. Rickie, first off, you've got to show me that T-shirt you've got underneath your pullover.
Hey, for the city, baby, for the city.
That is that's turned out to be a great slogan. Tell me what your initial thoughts are of this basketball team going to the Final Four.
Oh, it's amazing. It's an amazing job. We hadn't been since '84, and just getting there. And Coach Sampson has did such a great job. Coach Sampson and his staff. Then just to see the guys and see the hunger in the guys, it's amazing. Especially at this time with COVID going on in the city. That's still with us right now. And for the guys to get out and still perform and play the best ball they possibly can for the city of Houston is incredible.
When you texted me after the game Monday night, you were so excited. I could tell it came through the words you were saying. What impresses you the most about this team?
I think the commodity of the team, how the guys keep work, but the most of all, their defense. Their defense is great, and their rebounding. Second chance rebounding is amazing. I think that's the defense and rebounding put them on another level. So if we get good shooting out of those guys with Grimes and the rest of the crew, um, I think we can beat anybody in the Final Four. That's going to be a special point for us to have good shooting because defense and rebounding is going to be there. And I think the guys are going to just grind it out defensively, and that can put us over top. A little offense will put us way over top, and I think we can do a great job in the Final Four.
What will it take to stop Baylor?
Whew. Then we got two Texas teams, huh? But Baylor has amazing offense. Their guard play is tremendously good. It's going to take great defense and great court awareness. And when you get down to the Final Four, you know, your defense is really, to me, the point that gets you over the hump. So, and that's something that's our strong points right now is defense and rebounding. So I think if we can play good defense to get them, we have some offense to go along with it. I think we could beat Baylor in the Final Four.
It's it's guard play is so important. Uh, when you guys were playing, you didn't have the 3-point line. So you had to, when you had Akeem Olajuwon or Patrick Ewing, it was a big deal. It's a different game now. Um, but I just think if they can stop their guards from penetrating, it would be a big deal. How do you view this team compared to those Phi Slamma Jamma teams? You guys were aggressive just like this. You played with the passion just like
Right.
this team.
I think it's similar teams, like you said before. The only difference, if you throw the 3-point in, because we had Olajuwon inside and great shooting from Michael Young outside and Reed Geddes and Alvin Franklin, I think we would have still did well with the 3-point line. That could have benefited us well because with Reed and Alvin Franklin and Michael Young shooting, I mean, Mike was shooting 3-pointers anyway. So compared to the team today, I think the team today they're probably a lot smaller than us, but they're very aggressive on defense, and that's the most important thing right now. I think offensively we was probably a little bit better, but anytime you play the defense that the Cougars are playing now, that puts you on another level. And rebounding. I mean, you got to have a heart and soul to go get those rebounds. So if the offense is there for them, and I think we compare pretty good. We just had we had Hall of Fame inside and Olajuwon, Michael Young, one of the greatest of all time at the University of Houston. So that right there would kind of put us over the top comparison wise. But I think perimeter game and getting up and down the floor, we're similar.
Ricky, you played the game a long time. You've coached also. What do you think about when you look back on that 1984 team and how the game has evolved? And just, I guess, when Akeem told me the other night, he says, "I just can't believe it's been 37 years." I mean, what are your thoughts when you look back?
Well, I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to play at University of Houston, also with under Gobby Lewis and with those guys because, I mean, we did something that no one can ever take away from it, even though it was just getting to the Final Four and the Final Two and losing to Georgetown. That's special. And then we did it with a special group of guys. So, I mean, from Greg Anderson to Alvin Franklin, myself, Reed Geddes, and Michael Young, Elijah Wan. That's a special moment that you'll have for a lifetime. And just for the city, I think at that time too, we was having a few more problems where the pro teams wasn't doing as well in the city, and everybody kind of got on our back, and the fans and the support we had in Houston put us out on another level. And I kind of see the same thing happening here. Coach Sampson came in and did a great job. And right now, the city's riding behind the Coogs, and that's very important. This is a very important moment for the University of Houston, and what they're doing is really helping the city of Houston as well.
Rickie, I talk about these guys and I talk about their grit, and it reminds me so much of your teams back then. Guy V. Lewis wanted you guys to play with that grit, that hard-working Houston attitude.
Right, and I think Coach Sampson and installed that in the kids today too, and that's kind of what gets you over the hump. I mean, you wouldn't get none of those 5 Slammer Damage Showtime shows if it wasn't for the defense, and a lot of people don't look at it that way. So the first thing, you have to play good defense, and you have to play good team defense. And I see that's one thing that the University of Houston do. They play good team defense, and then once you play good defense, you get out in the open court and transition, and that's when the excitement comes. So I think if the Coogs can rally and get some good scoring in, I mean, hey, this could be the one. This could be a national championship for us. So, I mean, right now, they're there, and it's so great to hear in the city, University of Houston, because at one time it was down for so long, and now we're back on top. And that's why I always have to, give the coaching staff and Coach Brooks and those coaching staff, the assistant coaches for doing a great job following behind the head coach Sampson, because Coach Sampson has did such a tremendous great job in the city of Houston with the University of Houston and the guys. So it's an amazing feeling, just as a Cougar, and a part of Phi Slamma Jamma, to see these young guys get there with the grit and the grind and the defense and the loose balls where you win games. And that's where they're special at. So hopefully we can come out against Baylor Bears and we can get that win, but we're going to have to play really, really great defense against the Bears.
Michael Young told me, he said, echoing the same thing, you guys love this team because you love that grit. You love that diving for loose balls and things. He said, you know what? This is the time. Bring it home for Coach Lewis. You guys never forget Guy V. Lewis, do you?
No, you never forget that. You never forget people that kind of help you get to that part. And Guy V. Lewis was a big point in the University of Houston program, and now Coach Sampson. And that group of guys that we had, and Alvin Franklin, that group of guys, we still friends to today, from Stacy and Stacy Belcher, Greg Anderson. We still, when we see each other, we have fun because we had so many great times at the University of Houston. And this is going to take this group of guys here. They don't know yet, but 30 years from now, they're going to be smiling at each other when they see each other, because they're going to remember all the grit and grind, diving on the court, the rebounds, the loose balls, the block out, pick and rolls, and all that together. And that's what it's all about. So when you get a group of kids as good as the University of Houston and Coach Sampson kids, and then when you get back together again, it's amazing. Just to see each other is amazing, because you got to the Final Four. That's a great accomplishment. And now you have an opportunity to be national champions.
Oh, no doubt about that. You know what was always so special about that team? Like when you texted me the other day, the starting 5, it was, okay, there's this guy from Lagos, Nigeria showed up. That was pretty cool. And Guy V has been great about, like, what he brought in Don Chaney and Elvin Hayes, a couple of kids from Louisiana when no one else was recruiting black kids. Guy V brings them in. He gets parts like that. But the bulk of the roster, when you guys had the greatest teams, and even right before you, the 82 and 83 team, there were Houston area kids. How cool was that? For me, as a reporter, it was cool to hear the starting lineup. Houston, Texas. How cool was that to be a part of that? Because he's got some Houston kids back now, key players on this roster.
Well, it's great. I mean, because a lot of the kids you grew up playing against in high school, and then to get together at the University of Houston, it's amazing, because you're going against each other, and then you become family. So, and that's when the brotherhood comes in. Guys will be brothers for life, and so it's amazing and we have so much talent right here in the city of Houston. I mean, it's amazing the talent that we have every year. The guys that came through Houston and on to play at college basketball, NBA basketball, the talent is still here. It used to be a football state, but I think basketball is creeping up on football. So, but it's amazing to have that unit from high school and you get to college and you're still together, especially when you're from home, and then you're doing it for the hometown city. So that's the amazing thing about it. So it goes a long way.
Last night, we presented the 10th annual Guy V. Lewis Award to the top area high school player, Ramon Walker,
Okay.
young man out of Shadow Creek you're familiar with. Of course, he's committed to the University of
Mhm.
Houston. Your son, Justice, is also a past award winner. How's Justice doing?
Justice is doing fine. He tweaked his quad a little bit the other day, so he couldn't play against the Rockets. But he's doing great. Health wise, he's doing good. And I think that's the most important thing. And then, just trying to figure it out, get back in rhythm. He's been out almost a year. So getting back in rhythm, and then just finding yourself as a person too, it kind of helps too mentally, because when you're coming back, you wonder, can I still do the things that I used to? And in the last game he played against Houston, he had such a great game. So that's the big thing in professional sports, but it's always the next game, always the next game. But his health is doing good right now.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Rickie, will you go to Indianapolis?
I'm going to be rooting from home. I'm going to be rooting from home, go Coogs, for the city. I'm right here at home. I'm rooting all the way, strong.
Okay, before I tell you goodbye, you've got to show me the T-shirt again.
Can you see that? For the city, baby, for the
All
city.
right. Okay, Rickie Winslow, thanks so much for your time, buddy. Take care.
All right, thanks a lot.